I just left Five Below, and I'm going to share a little tip for y'all about planning your year ahead. And this is for the people suffering from Bidenomics. I'm right there with you, okay? I'm living in this matrix right alongside you. So let me show you how to do this, okay? Y'all know I've been putting out annual readings, okay? The pay-per-view content to make it affordable. You know, ideally, you want to get a private reading because nothing's going to be as specific as that. However, I understand that this is not affordable for everyone, even though I have payment plans available on my Etsy. Nevertheless, I understand things are tight for a lot of people. If you got to choose between gas, you know, shelter, groceries, you know, the bare necessities in life, and an annual reading, well, a lot of you, I know what you're going to go with, right? And I can't say I blame you. So I've got the affordable pay-per-view content over there. Watch Your Rising. That's most important because of all the astrology. And in that astrology, I give you dates. And what you want to do is you want to write these dates down, okay? And again, this is for the people that are on a budget. I mean, if you're not, sky's the limit. Knock yourself out. Go to, you know, like I used to back in the day, go to Office Depot. You could pay $50 to $100 for an annual planner. Or, you know, you could get one maybe slightly damaged, discounted. Find that on Amazon. I've done that before for the really nice high-end ones, okay? Or just spare the $5 at Five Below like I did last year and this year, you know, because Satan has been going through my 10th house, you know, while my South Node is in my 6th, right? My vocation and career houses are jacked, you know, over the last 2 years, basically. So how do we cope with these things? Where you want to blame it on Bidenomics or your transits or whatever, go get your $5 planner. No, it's, you know, the aesthetic is not my favorite, okay? And yes, there are more functional ones, but definitely you want to go for the monthly, all right? And then when you're listening to these readings, okay, for the year ahead, particularly like if you're getting a private reading, absolutely, that's going to be the best. Or if you get the pay-per-view, it's right now I'm running a sale, so it's only going to come out to like $10, regular price $12.99. But anyway, write those dates down because I give you specific dates in these readings. And we talk about all areas of life. We talk about what's going on with you energetically in your energetic field. And we talk about what's going on with love and relationships. We talk about career and money. I even get into body astrology, okay? Like healing your physical body, your daily body, your chronic body, your spiritual body. I cover all that stuff. And I give specific dates. If you don't know your rising sign, you need to go on a, first, number one, you need to get your exact birth time, okay? As exact as possible, all right? Because then it's going to pull up your natal chart that is as unique as a fingerprint. You need to know that, all right? Look at your rising sign. And then you're going to mark down all this stuff. And so just a pro tip, another thing I got over at Five Below, but you could probably get them cheaper, maybe not all this amount and all these colors, but you could get them for, you know, like at the dollar store, all right? Or let's be honest here, let's be accurate here, the $1.25 store, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, so, and then what I usually do is I color code it, because I'm anal retentive like that. This is Aquarius problems, right? We got to plan ahead. It's future, right? So, right, I'm going to mark up all the transits that are like really big, you know, maybe challenging that I want to look out for. I'll put it in red. Anything having to do with career, money, resources, I'll put it in green. Anything having to do with love, relationships, romance, I'll put it in pink, you know. What else? Anything having to do with like spirituality or just, you know, me in general, I'll put it in purple, okay? Of course, you do whatever you feel led to do, but these are just my tips. Sometimes you want to jot down some little extra notes. And so like this was $1 at Five Below. And of course you can get probably more quantity over at the dollar store for that same amount. But anyway, this is what I do to plan my year ahead. And some of you are like, but why, Stephanie? I once heard an astrologer, it was Leo King, he once said, and it made really an impression upon me. He said, that is kind of like sailing. You set sail against the currents or with the currents. You need to work with the energies, the currents. And this is why I use astrology a lot in my tarot readings, because you have a lot of readers and viewers who like to make everything into a love reading. But let's be real, sometimes you got Jupiter in your 7th house or your 5th house, which is really great for fun, dating, romance, finding a marriage partner. But other times you got Saturn in there, which is not good for that stuff, okay? And we all have our moments. It's like changing seasons, changing tides. Are we working with the current or against it, right? Like, for example, I have known that I'm dealing with certain energies right now. And so in my natal chart, specific to my energetic signature. And so again, going back to the annual astrology, I'm looking at where is the wind against my back, so I can, have an easier, rather than trying to fight something that is just like, this ain't my time, this ain't the moment, but what is the time and moment, and how can I work with it? And then based on looking how the energies are working for and against me in the coming year, or when the energies are optimal to work for me during certain times of the year, then I plan my goals, I plan my focus, and I don't get frustrated because things aren't pushing when the energy is not supporting it, and I'm trying to make something happen out of God's will or timing. You know what I'm saying? You might just want to who cares? That's overthinking it. But for me, I gotta know. And those are my tips on how I use my time, and I plan optimally over the new year. I hope that blessed you, just sharing it with you. Of course, if you want a private reading, come see me, or you just want to get the pay-per-view at an affordable price, I'll have the links down below. And I look forward to connecting with y'all again. Be blessed.